So as a new driver, at some point you're going to go into a car park, and eventually you're going to go and try a multi-storey car park where there's a couple of levels of parking, where the tight space is dark, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to drive into a multi-storey car park. So find a car park that I know is there. I've never used though. I'm not sure why I've avoided it actually. I think it might be the price of it, might be a bit pricey. But I've avoided this car park for at least, well, since I've lived in Milton Keynes, that's got to be about, I think now, 20 years? Something like that, as long as that. So it's not a new car park. And some of these older car parks, they're kind of really tight. So I'm expecting possibly one of the worst things to go in. I'm hoping I can turn on there, otherwise I might have to do a U-turn and get in somewhere. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drive into the car park, and I'm going to talk you through what sort of things are running through my mind when I'm going through there. I'm going to try and give you a few tips. I'm going to help you to drive safely in the car park. And if you're liking the car park video, multi-storey car park, then I'll put a link at the top and away for you to do one on the one I done about 4 years ago. So the space is in there. It just looks a little bit narrow. It does. It looks narrow. I'm looking in there now. So let's get the car turned around and we'll get driving in there. So it's a left turn at these lights then, and if people are wondering which car park it is, it's in Milton Keynes, the Midsummer Place car park. It's the newer area, not the brand new car park. I've done that one a few years ago, about 4 years ago. This one's got to be at least 20 years old, this car park. And when I looked in a few minutes ago, it looked a bit daunting. The entrance, it looks a bit scary. So it's on the left coming up. There's the big sandy coloured building. Nice big sign above it saying car park. Big blue sign with P on, so you can't miss it. It's going to be about 20 foot high sign. Something like that, 20 foot long. So as you enter the car park, if you haven't got automatic lights, turn your lights on, because it's possibly going to be dark. That's the first tip. Take your time, use your first gear. There's a few little tips straight away. Give yourself space from the turns. I'm expecting an old car park to have tight turns. If you're worried about parking next to cars, the higher you go on the levels, the more space you tend to get, because no one likes to go higher because there's more walking. So we're just going to get through his lights and we're going to do a left turn into the car park. I haven't got a clue how you're going to pay for it, so we'll be interested when we get there. So it's left turn here, signalling, and there's signs there, lots of little signs going in. So there's a one-way sign going in, and there's parking here, maximum room. Just taking my time here. What does it say there? Important information. Until there's a car park closed until further notice. Level 3, top roof is open. It's temporary, free to use. Well, that's even better. Right. So, taking my time, put my lights on. So it's saying 2 levels are closed, but the top one's free. Bonus straight away. It's not going to cost me a penny, if there's a space, that is. And it's actually quite nice, actually. It's keeping you in the middle. So they put white hatched areas on the sides of it. Now I'm struggling a little bit in this gear. I'm in second gear here, so I should be first. So I'm going to straight bit, pop it into first, and then just take my time going up here. I'm doing 5 mile an hour. Oh, it says 5 mile an hour there. So the closer you get to the right, the tighter it is. And if you've got a low car, and let's say you lower the suspension, it's going to be a little bit trickier. You might end up catching and underpart your car. So keep it a bit wider, but keep in the middle the best you can. Now, there should be no one coming down. It's like a one-way system. So I'm going up to the higher levels, and it says free. So I'm hoping I got space, because usually when there's free spaces, if people know about it, they'll pile in there. All right, that's not too bad. So I've kind of got a winner here straight away. And usually they give out tickets, so the ticket machine's not even on. So that's even better. and the barrier's been taken off. So I'm just going to park up now. Now, parking up in the car park, like I say, if you're worried about parking in a space that's close to cars, then just drive round. You know, take your time. Pick a space that's easier. That space on the left there. So you can either forward bay park or reverse bay park. Now I'm going to do. Can I go in here? I think I can. I'm going round because I don't know the area. Go down here. Yeah. There's a space here. Yeah, bit tight. Bring it round. Between the Mini and that grey car, pop it in reverse. I'm not rushing. The trick is to take your time. So it's a 45-degree angle reverse bay park. If you've never tried one of these, by the way, I'll put a link of the video top I've done about 5 years ago, actually, maybe 6 years ago. Taking my time, use my mirrors, use my shoulders, quite important. If you feel like it's not going to make it, then you can go forward and come back, do a little shunt. So it's going in quite nice, actually. I'm going to take a little bit of steer off to the right to bring it across to the right, because I'm getting a bit close to the minnow, and then putting the steering back on to line myself into the middle more, then taking it back off again. So I'm making a bit of a pig's ear of this one. It's in, it's just not in the middle. I just don't want to get too close to the minnow. I don't want him kind of dinting my door. There we go. That's pretty good. Decent. Job's a good one. Turn my lights off. Turn the engine off. So normally what you do in a multi-storey car park is get your ticket as you go through, and but they've took the barrier off and they've turned the machines off. So it did say a sign there saying it's free. So to me, it's a winner because it's not going to cost me a fortune. It's going to cost, I'm sure the reason why I avoided this one is because it's old and narrow. You see, them bends, it's quite narrow, trickier. So I'll go and do my shopping. When I get back, we'll record coming out of it because it might be quite steep coming out of it at the same time. Let me get going. I'm back. It's freezing outside as well. So getting out of the car park is just as important. It's quite important that we pay for the ticket if we've got it, because on this car park here, as you enter, you press the button and gives you a ticket. Obviously I didn't get one today because it was free, which is a bonus. That was a nice bonus for me straight away. But if you get a ticket, put it somewhere safe. Don't kind of chuck it somewhere and forget about it. Otherwise, when you come to leave, you can't find your ticket, and I wouldn't be surprised if the people who own the car parks expect you to pay for a little bit more than you stayed for. And on the exit there, there's a machine where you can put your ticket in, and you can either pay by contactless or it takes cash, which is fine. And then usually these car parks give you about 10 minutes to get out. So as you're leaving, you put your ticket in the machine for the barrier to get out. So getting out of the car park, taking your time really. So I'm going to go a little bit wide to the left to avoid this car, this grey one, and I'm just crawling out. It's a one-way system. Like I say, I've never been in this car park, so I don't know the area that well, but it goes around the top of the shopping centre. So it's nothing coming. And I'm in first gear, we're in lock on, taking my time, following it. The signs ahead of me saying exit, so I'm going to follow it round. Otherwise I could end up going down the wrong way. I'm just taking my time to get out, and I'm just going to follow the exit and remembering lights back on, yeah, because I'm going to go down there. I need to be seeing the side of the walls better. Some of them are quite dark, so I've got my lights on. It is going a bit dark actually, a bit cloudy as well. It's 3:10 in the afternoon. Follow the signs for the exit. Don't be in a rush because people could be running around. And the important thing is get your ticket ready. Have it ready on your right hand side so you can put your window down and pay for it. And there it is, following it round like a little maze. Taking my time, watching for pedestrians, looking for the exit sign, straight on. Yeah. Exit on the left, it's saying. Go left then. They missed it then, didn't they? And then exit on the right at the end. Oh, extra parking there. And they've got e-chargers over there as well for electric cars. Following it round, bringing it round, exit on the right. On it round. Oh, there's the exit. Now it's giving you the choice there. It's checking the coming through there. So it's giving you the choice, and you can see the barriers are missing, but you know, I always take the left side because I'm used to going left. But important is, see this I curve and they paint it yellowy orange. Just take your time, line yourself up in the middle of it, otherwise you're going to scrape the side of your car or you're going to damage your wheels. Checking that no one's coming through, and be tempted to go in high gear. Keep it in first gear, keep your speeds down, let the engine keep the speed down, taking my time. It's saying 5 mile an hour, I'm actually doing 5 mile an hour, and I'm just going to follow it round. There's a giveaway on the right for cars who are coming through. I'm just going to follow it down, keeping away from the left this time, because I don't want to get too close to that one, otherwise I'm going to possibly clip me back into my car. And then, like I said at the beginning, if you've got a low car that you're low suspension, you definitely want to keep away from that, because there's a risk that as your front goes over, the front wheels go over it and the back wheels are high, it's going to catch the middle part of your car. These are the things you've got to think about. And a lot of car parks don't have these white lines on the white lines hatched areas or speed bumps. It's up to you to control the speed. This car's behind me, which is fine. They've got headlights on too. And there's the exit. Now it looks like a sharp bend to the right, so I'm just going to use the space on the left to help me, because I'm not sure how wide that exit is. So I'm checking what's happening on my right, taking my time, because that's quite a drop there. You damage your car definitely there, and then I'm out. Easy peasy. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video on entering a multi-storey car park. A few tips to help you along the way. If you have and you've enjoyed it, fantastic. And leave a comment if you've been in car parks similar. If you've been in this car park in Milton Keynes, definitely leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of it. And watch out for my next video next week. Take care, everybody.